I don't really think there is much inflation in the US. Core inflation looks higher because of this shelter component, which shelters sort of 30–40% of CPI, 15–20% of PCE. And most of shelter inflation is this thing they call owner's equivalent rent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, you follow that story. No one actually pays that price. It's not a real price. Okay. It's an imputed price. If you strip that out, core's been at 2% for 3 years. So there's not really any. The wage inflation is coming down. Shipping rates are pretty low globally.
What about pass-through from tariffs, though?
Well, tariffs are basically a fiscal tightening. They're a tax. It's like putting up VAT rates or GST tax or whatever you call sales tax here. I forget.
Yeah.
GST, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's not. It's really a fiscal tightening. It's not an inflationary impulse. It's a one-off move in the price level and it rolls out. And actually, we saw with May CPI in the US, it's pretty. There wasn't much evidence of tariffs.
So does it also assume, though, that the big beautiful budget bill, which is being haggled over in the Senate right now, it's gonna squeak through, but it's only going to push up the deficit by 2.4 trillion.
Well, again, you see that that's slightly misleading. That's the calculation of what the big beautiful bill will do, but that's being offset by tariffs and it's being offset by DOGE savings. So the debate is, will the bill cost between 2 and 5 trillion? And that really depends on how you account for interest rate on bonds and all that kind of stuff. But CBO said 2.4.
Yeah.
Tariffs look like they're at a run rate of about 2 trillion over 10 years. So they're offsetting quite a lot of that. And DOGE is maybe 100 billion a month, which is 1.2 trillion over 10 years. So you're not getting the deficit down, but you're not making it bigger.
So Trumponomics is working, is what you're saying.
I think Trumponomics will work. I think we're going to have in the US, once they start cutting rates, we'll start having a cyclical acceleration and they'll deregulate and free up bank capital will be quite good. But yeah, it was always pretty clear from Scott Bessent and harder to see for Trump, but pretty clear that the tough love was up front and then later on you get the gains. And so Trumponomics is working in many ways, yeah.